My daughter became a stranger and the secret in the attic. The first time my 7-year-old Leo stopped asking me to read him bedtime stories, I thought he was just growing up, but then he stopped calling me Pop. He started calling me Mr. Miller. At first, I laughed it off, told my wife, Sarah, that our kid was just being a little formal, but Sarah wouldn't look me in the eye. She just kept scrubbing the same spot on the kitchen counter, her knuckles turning white. I started noticing the shifts. The way Sarah would whisper on the porch at 2 in the morning, the way she'd hide her phone under the pillow the second I walked into the room. Then came the Sunday trips. She told me they were going to visit an old friend at the rehab center downtown. One rainy Tuesday, I followed them. I watched through the glass as Leo ran into the arms of a man with silver hair and hands that looked just like his. My heart didn't just break, it shattered. I went home and tore apart the crawl space in the attic. Hidden behind a stack of old winter coats, I found a box. Inside were letters, stacks of them, dated from the 3 years Sarah and I were trying to conceive. It wasn't a friend. It was her high school sweetheart, the one she told me had moved to London and disappeared. He hadn't moved. He'd been in a state facility after a massive accident, and Sarah had been paying his bills with our emergency fund for 6 years. Leo wasn't my biological son. He was the living, breathing legacy of a man Sarah never stopped loving. The lawyer said my name on the birth certificate meant something, but the look in Leo's eyes when he saw his real father meant more. I spent 6 years being the man who held the flashlight during thunderstorms, the one who taught him how to throw a curveball. Now, I'm just a guy in a rented apartment, waiting for my every other weekend. They say DNA defines a family, but they've clearly never had their soul ripped out by a kid who forgot your name.